Welcome back in beautiful Orange County, Anaheim, California. I'm Patrick Fulgham, two-time Olympian, Ifbb Men's Physique Pro. We got two of our beautiful Ifbb Pro Bikini champions who are going to be embracing our stage tomorrow out of 14 amazing athletes as well. First and foremost, we have Jessica Dolias, welcome. And we also have Mandy Wantanabe. I made sure I got that right. This is also her pro debut coming up as well. So I'll start with the two of you, kind of introducing yourself, telling us where you're traveling in from or whether you're local. Tell us a little bit about your sponsors, your coaches. I know obviously Team Bombshell and Fit Body Fusion. And Jamie, big shout out to you. It's your birthday on the 29th, but happy birthday to you as well. So yeah, we'll start there. Introduce yourself. Tell us about the ebbs and flows, some of the challenges that you kind of face leading into this show at Iron Games tomorrow as well. I'll start with you.
Yeah, well, I'm really excited to be here. Thank you. I'm really excited to be here this year. This is actually my first show of the season. I took about a year off for the first time in about 4 years. This will be my 36th show that I've ever done. So I'm really excited to be on stage and to be at Musclecontest. I absolutely love these shows, everything about them. So I came out here from New Jersey, all the way on the other side of the country. East Coast represent for sure. And now I'm over here to compete with Musclecontest. But I am with Team Bombshell, just like he said. I'm actually the coaching director at Team Bombshell and the director of Team Bombshell. So I've been working with that company for about 6 years, a little over 6 years. But I've been with them for a little over 8 years. So I've pretty much been with them my entire competitive career. Absolutely love Team Bombshell and everything about what we stand for. So I'm excited to represent them on stage tomorrow and to be back on stage. It's been a very long time for me, it feels like, since this has been, like I said, my longest time off from stage in a very long time. So I'm excited to bring what I've changed and see how it goes and just have fun. I just love to compete.
That's right. You know what? And as cliche as that sounds, right? Having fun is one of the most important, aspects into the sport. There's tons of reasons, why individuals such as the two of you get into this sport. But again, we'll get back to that specifically because we also want to know about the foundation, what actually got you started here in the first place as well. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
So I'm very excited to be here too. It's for my pro debut, and I'm representing. This is my hometown.
Yeah.
So I have lots of friends and family that are coming to support, and it's going to be a lot of their first time coming to a Musclecontest show. So super excited. These shows always have so much energy and the music, and it's just a real experience. So I'm really excited to share that with them.
Absolutely, and that's what, Musclecontest, that's what we do, right? We bring some of the best experiences worldwide, as Tamer had mentioned earlier, right? 167 plus shows in the entire country, the biggest promoter in the world as well. But also, this is your pro debut. So we're super excited to see you on that stage tomorrow and the support system that you're obviously bringing, not just from Fit Body Fusion, but family, friends, and obviously with you being a local, we're super ecstatic to have you here. So thank you both for joining Musclecontest. Two of the 14, pro bikini athletes joining us tomorrow as well. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Sorry. And a huge shout out to Jamie and the whole Fit Body Fusion team. I love them. The support that I've been given since I've been with them for the last year has been really amazing. And I finally feel like I have, like a new family in this community. So it's really awesome to feel like I found my place where I fit in.
That's right. That's right. Yes. We love it. Support system is priceless. So again, we're excited to have you here as well.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
Yeah,
yes.
Let's go. So let's go ahead and pass it back to you as well. So one of the things that we always like to know, right? For the most part, we all have full-time jobs outside of this. You obviously have been working with Team Bombshell, director for 6, 7, 8 years, I believe you said.
About 6 years,
About 6 years. So tell us how you got started with that and tell us how that, kind of process or that journey has led you to where you are today.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll start back with what got me into bodybuilding in the first place. I was actually a dancer for 11 plus years. I studied at Broadway Dance Center, mostly ballet. I was planning on being a ballerina professionally, and then I decided to just try something different and went to fashion school, but I missed training. I missed that hardcore training, and I missed performing on stage. I live for the stage. I live for the spotlight to be a performer, so I looked into bodybuilding because I had gotten into weight training. I had gotten into becoming a personal trainer, and then I was like, let me give this a try. So in 2015, I just kind of tried it myself, jumped on stage, and I didn't do terrible, but I had no idea what I was doing, obviously.
As
So
most of us,
yeah,
right?
of course. So, but I loved everything about it. So I was hooked from the moment I showed up that day to compete. And then from there, I joined Team Bombshell, and the rest is history. From then on, I've just been competing with them, and soon after I turned pro in 2017, I started working for the company and then just kind of kept excelling in the company and just kept getting more and more involved. And that's what's amazing about this sport is, yes, there's competing as an athlete, but there's so many avenues that you can take it. There's so many places that you can get involved. I'm also the stage expediter at the MPC Northeast now, so I do all that too. So to be involved in the sport in so many ways and really make it a career is possible, and that's what's so amazing. It's really my life now.
I love it. And that's what it is, right? We love to hear it, and very similar to myself, I mean, I'm sure with you as well, just kind of the involvement and knowing that you can move around and, kind of add that much more value to, not just this sport, but to all of the, support system, family, friends, loved ones across the board as well. So thank you so much for sharing that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Miss Wantanabe. Watanabe.
Watanabe. Very
Gotcha,
close,
yeah.
though. Yes. Well, I was an athlete growing up my whole life. So, I mean, I played soccer, volleyball, football. I did track, cross country. I coached. And then when I was in my late 20s, I tore my meniscus playing full contact football. And I was like, maybe it's time to hang up my cleats and try something else. So I became a personal trainer, and actually I was inspired to do my first show because my mom's friend's daughter competed. And I was like, what is this about? I was like, I think I could do that.
That's right. That's right.
And so a couple years later, when I could do Masters and Open, I just found a coach and I went for it, and I was hooked. Absolutely hooked. And so the last 5 years, I mean, this has just been like such a huge passion of mine. And I think something that I really love from it, aside from, the hard work, but it's the glitz and the glamour, but it's such a, it's something you really have to be dedicated to, and you really have to have grit and perseverance. And I think that's something that I hope my kids pick up on, that there is, no give up in their mom, and I want my kids to see that and to have that same determination that they can do whatever they set their minds to. So I hope they see that, and I hope that kind of sinks in with them.
Absolutely.
So.
And that's not necessarily just a hope, right? Like, we all set the tone, right? It's a foundation that you set. And just being, able to aspire to inspire others across the board. I mean, nothing in life beats that, right? It's the priceless moments, just like this. And, being able to, be a role model to those, for everyone watching, just across the board. Because so many people, think that this is just pushing and pulling weights. Just like a true champions. It is about the discipline, the consistency, all of that, the hard work, the grit, and the dedication to something that is subjective at the end of the day, for the most part. There are objectives, and obviously being a head judge here at Musclecontest, just kind of across the board, right? Like, we look for certain aspects in the physique, but no one really knows the dedication and hard work that it takes outside of stepping on, the stage with the glitz and glam as well.
All the behind the scenes, the waking up at 4 a.m. to go do your cardio and going to work out every single day when you're like, I just want to go eat a pizza and lay in bed today and sleep and do the exact opposite of what I want to do. But what I'm going to do is follow through, because you set a goal for yourself. And it's really important to me that once I set that goal, like, I will reach that goal, no matter how long it takes. And so, and it's really, you really just get that sense of achievement, regardless of your placing. It really is about, like, you made it, you followed through, and it's
nothing like that.
Exactly. It's like the best feeling in the world that, you prove to yourself that you can do it.
Absolutely.
So.
And that's called character building at the end of the day, right?
Love it. Yes.
So just a couple more, things as well. One, something that's near and dear to my heart. I own a nonprofit outside of this. I work in software, but more importantly, I work with kids. And at the end of the day, those who are watching just kind of across the board, there's something that can be extremely impressionable. If the two of you can look right here in the camera and, kind of give some insight to those watching, those who support you, and those who potentially want to be in your heels or shoes one day as well on this stage, or just setting the tone for, kind of future endeavors, what words of encouragement, advice would you be able to give those watching you who plan to potentially be in your shoes one day as well?
You know, what I always tell my kids is that you need to believe in yourself, no matter what anybody else says, if you think that there's something you want, you can achieve it, and don't let setbacks discourage you to the point where you give up.
Right.
You keep going and you find those people too in your life that support you and that will be there for you, when you are down, and they will help pick you up. You don't need that negativity in your life. Stay positive, stay the course.
Right.
And when you find something that you love, you will enjoy the journey.
Absolutely.
So.
Yep. And like they say, for every setback, there's a comeback, right?
And what is it? It's bigger. The comeback is always bigger than the fallback,
Yep,
right?
that's right. Yeah. I mean, the bounce back, right?
Yes,
So,
yes.
Thank you so much for sharing as well. And then words of encouragement from you?
Yeah, I would say that success is a game of time, and to give yourself that time. There's so much desire for instant gratification nowadays. Everybody wants this now. I want to get on stage now. I want to win the show now. But the process of getting better and better and seeing that in yourself and just taking the time, no matter how long it takes. I mean, I've been doing this for a really long time and still chasing after it, just like every other one of us. We still are just trying to get better and better and better. And it takes time to do that. But enjoy that time. Enjoy every part of that time. And there will be judgment from the outside. There will be people that don't understand what you're doing, but as long as you stay true to yourself because you know it's what you want to do, and at the end of the day, it is only you that can be the one that actually achieves it, that's an incredible feeling. But just understand that time is a good thing. It's not bad that it takes a long time to achieve something, because the more time and effort you put into something, the more it's going to mean to you, always.
Absolutely. I love that. And again,
So
yes,
I
no,
would say,
please.
oh no, and then it's always then you can look back one day and be like, wow.
Right,
Look
exactly.
at how far I've come, and
That's
look
right.
at what I've overcome.
That's
Yes,
right.
So.
Absolutely. I love that. Well, thank you both so much. We really
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. Two of the 14 beautiful ladies competing on our stage at Iron Games 2023 here in beautiful Anaheim, California. Thank you so much for your time. We look forward to seeing you on stage tomorrow at an opportunity to compete at this year's Olympia 2023 in Orlando, Florida, and then we're moving right back to Vegas. But again, thank you so much
Thank
both
you
for your
so
time.
much.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. Musclecontest, the largest promoter in the world. Patrick Fulgham, two-time Olympian, signing off. Boom.